Hey guys, how's it going? Olisy here with a FIFA 21 formation guide for Borussia Dortmund. They're playing tonight in the Champions League, so I thought I would do a formation guide for them today, following on the Champions League theme from yesterday where we did RB Leipzig. So today we're doing the 4-2-3-1. We just did a 4-2-3-1 about a week ago for Manchester City. However, these two formations in terms of tactics and instructions couldn't be any further apart. We've really gone for a different type of dynamic with the 4-2-3-1 today. Now, most people in terms of FIFA 21 look at this formation in terms of a 6-4. So you've got 6 defensive players and 4 attacking players. However, the way that we've set up this formation is split the pitch down the middle from the right and from the left using Reus and Haaland as our divide. So Marco Reus and Erling Haaland are going to stay forward, and they're going to be the pivots that connect the two halves together. The left hand side a much more sort of defensive outlook, and the right hand side a much more attacking outlook from the front 6 onwards, and then from the back 6 we've gone for the left hand side with a more attacking flair to it, and the right hand side more defensive. So I know from the outset that sounds very confusing, but when you see the instructions and how it plays out, it is not as confusing as it sounds. So let me briefly give you an overview of that. Jadon Sancho is going to stay forward. He's going to support Erling Haaland and Marco Reus from the right hand side. Guerrero is going to come back and defend to support the midfield too, while Schultz has the freedom to get forward because Emre Can is dropping between the two centre backs and forcing Delaney out wide. It's an interesting setup. It plays out really well. There's a great balance across the whole team, and it really plays to the strengths of Borussia Dortmund, and it really maximizes our true potential out of our forward three, that being Reus, Haaland and Jadon Sancho. By having that fast build-up play, we're able to attack with a lot of pace, very direct in behind. Haaland, of course, the pinnacle of all our attacking plays. He's able to score many different types of goals. He can head the ball, clinical inside the box, of course, and he's got decent pace on him. Guerrero dropping in when Emre Can drops between the two centre-backs allows Witsel not to get overrun in the middle of the pitch. Of course, then allows him to then go out to the right-hand side and make sure that the centre is still covered, and cover for Jadon Sancho because he's not going to come back and support Meunier. Of course, it being a 4.5-star team, you're going to come up against some 5-star teams like Liverpool and Man City, Juventus, so we need to make sure that we can support our defensive liabilities, and of course they lie mostly in the right back position. Of course, Meunier is decent technically, so we can trigger a run with him, and we will be covered just in case we choose that option. Defensive style balanced. We've got high depth. We're going to push the midfield up, really squeeze the centre of the pitch. With Guerrero dropping in there as well, we're able to dominate with 3 or 4 men in the centre of the pitch, forcing our opponent out wide. If they choose to go down the left-hand side, we've got Delaney doubling up with Schultz on the left-hand side. And then, of course, Witzel's going to move out to the right when Guerrero drops in to support Meunier. So we almost want them to play down the wings because they're getting so frustrated in the middle of the pitch. Fast build-up play allows for great counter-attacking options for us. And 5 for players in the box means that we've got some options as well when we get the ball wide and not just got Haaland in there. 3 width, make sure that Guerrero, Witsel, Reus and Sancho stay very close together and there's not too much of a disconnect or any isolation when going forward, especially with the fast build-up play. In terms of our instructions, Haaland, like I said, he's going to stay forward and be our target man. He's going to really sit on the edge of the box for us and ask for the ball into feet to allow Schultz to run and beyond. The same as Sancho, and Reus is just going to sit in that pocket just in front of him, so he's able to bounce the ball off him in behind as well. Marco Reus is going to be getting into the box for crosses just to run beyond Haaland, like I touched on, with him being the target man, just in case that opportunity arises. And of course, stay forward to ensure that we can do those fast build-up plays that our tactics allow as well, with that 3 on width as well. They're always close together. The same as Sancho, stay forward, get into the box for crosses. Those 3 are going to be really orchestrating all of our attacks. And then Marco Reus is almost our quarterback. He's picking out the plays, whether or not we choose to go down the right hand side, go through the centre to Haaland, or look to the left hand side where Guerreiro's tucked in to support and Schultz has run on beyond and created an overlap. Guerreiro, his role really is very interesting in this setup. He's almost playing like a centre mid slash cam slash CDM. It's a really interesting one. Emre Can is going to drop between the two centre backs, so you want to almost imagine Guerreiro is going to fill that gap and support Witsel, and then Witsel's going to push out wide to cover Sancho. Very interesting dynamic. And then of course when we win the ball back, couple of passes in the middle of the pitch with our 3 width to ensure that everyone is close to each other, and then we're on the counter straight at your back line, going towards Sancho on the right or through the middle where he's got closer to Haaland. You'll see how in the clips how it plays out. Very interesting formation setup. Meunier is going to stay back while attacking. Of course we've got him on overlap just in case we do trigger his run, of course with Sancho squeezing a bit more narrow with our tactics. Kanji and Delaney, they've got decent pace, so when Emre Can drops between them, they will create some natural width that allows Schultz to get forwards and just ensures that Kanji is close to Meunier just in case we do get countered down the right hand side if Witsel isn't able to get across as quickly as we would like. Schultz will go forward when Delaney comes across, and then Guerreiro tucks inside into the middle as well once he's got that confidence to go forward. So that's the 4-2-3-1. Really plays out in a number of different ways in game. Sometimes we have 5 defenders, sometimes we have 5 attackers, and the way and the speed of which we go from defending to attacking is electric really, and causes all kinds of trouble for our opponent. And if they don't pick up Marco Reus, we are honestly orchestrating and quarterbacking all kinds of plays across the pitch. But let's jump into a couple of clips. Let me walk you through exactly how our attacking options play out in front of us, as well as a few defensive clips in there also. As you can see, our opponent coming forward, there's Emre Can, and look, there he is just at the top of the centre circle, Guerreiro, and like I said, Schultz running on the outside, Sancho tucking in nice and narrow, and there he is on the right hand side for a nice easy goal for us there. Witsel covering that right hand side, not in the centre like Emre Can. Guerreiro against tucked inside because Witsel was on the right, Erling Haaland through the middle, and once again a nice easy goal for us. Our opponent coming forward, and you're going to see a running theme here. Our opponent's coming forward, like we said, we want him to go wide, come back into the middle again, we'll squeeze it out even more. Guerreiro is in there to cover. That is such an interesting role that I really grew to love with Guerreiro in this formation. You wouldn't think about it in terms of a left attacking mid, almost playing like a centre mid covering, and then when Witsel goes out wide, he's playing a completely different role. Very, very interesting. Marco Reus that time taking on the shot from the top of the box because there was no play in front of him, and he's got that weapon in his arsenal most definitely. Witsel coming forward, we've triggered that run. We've also got Schultz in here looking for Haaland, and we've got a few players in the box. That's why we want to put players in the box on 5. It just ensures that someone's able to follow up as well, and Haaland's not your only option in the middle there. Going down the left-hand side, trying to make the most out of Meunier. Witsel's there to cover, of course, and then we're snapped straight into your back line. This time Sancho very close to Haaland. He's almost playing like a second striker there, really. And with Marco Reus in that hole, it means that he's always available for the pass. Brandt we've subbed on at this time as Reus's stamina isn't the best. We've got a bit more mobility in there. Hazard this time into the back post, and of course every day of the week Haaland is going to win balls into the box. They tried to come through the middle with squeezing. This time Delaney's come out because Emre Can is dropped in behind him. It allows us to pull out one of our centre backs and not be risk any sort of balls in behind because we've got some defence in behind there. Playing on the edge of the box, just waiting for our moment to strike with Guerreiro this time. Reus, quick pass on the edge into Haaland, making that late run as well. Witsel doing the dirty work in the middle of the pitch. Couple of 1-2s. There's Sancho there. Nice and narrow for us, close to Marco Reus. Just ensures we can do that fast build-up play. I would really recommend in this type of setup that you keep the width on 3. You don't want to keep too much of a disconnect as well down the down in the attacking third. Otherwise, you'll just create isolated plays and it can be too difficult as well. Haaland's always got this in his repertoire as well. A nice finesse. You'll see an even better one later on as well. I believe it's our last clip where we really did stick one right in the top basket with Haaland as well. Sancho is able to give defenders all kinds of problems in a one-on-one scenario into the back post, and there he is, Haaland again with the target man instruction. It just always ensures he's at that back post ready for a ball in behind. With this situation, Witzel's there on the right hand side. You're going to see how he bounced the ball off him. That's the benefit of having Witzel covering Sancho. We can just play those quick balls in behind. This time Sancho's made his run down the right. With the high width, our midfielders quickly squeeze, so we're able to win the ball back right in the attacking third and go look for Haaland with that target man. And this was the beautiful finesse I was talking about, that we can just sometimes just pull one of these out of the basket when we need them. But I hope you enjoyed the formation guide. If there's anything else you want to see in the future, be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know. But as always, guys, have a great day, and I will catch you next time.